Welcome to our channel, A Person Life Cycle. Have you ever reached a point where it felt like your entire world was falling apart? A moment when every plan failed, every door seemed closed, and hope quietly slipped away. If so, you're not alone. Every person, no matter how successful they appear, will face a season of darkness, a time when life hits rock bottom. But what if that lowest point isn't the end of your story? What if it is the place where your greatest transformation begins? In this video, we'll explore why our deepest struggles often reveal our greatest strength, how suffering can become a powerful teacher, and why rock bottom may be the very foundation on which a meaningful life is built. Stay with me until the end, because sometimes the moment you think you've lost everything is the moment you finally discover who you truly are. Chapter 1. Understanding Rock Bottom. Everyone experiences moments when life seems to collapse. It may come through the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, financial hardship, illness, failure, or simply the overwhelming feeling that nothing is going according to plan. These moments are often described as rock bottom. Rock bottom is not defined by how much money we lose or how many failures we experience. It is a deeply personal state where hope becomes difficult to find. It is the place where we begin to question ourselves, our purpose, and even the meaning of life. At first, rock bottom feels like punishment. We wonder, why is this happening to me? What did I do wrong? Will life ever get better? These questions are natural. Every person who has suffered has asked them in one form or another. Yet history repeatedly teaches us something remarkable. The greatest transformations often begin in life's darkest seasons. A seed must be buried before it can grow into a tree. A caterpillar must disappear inside a cocoon before becoming a butterfly. The darkest hour of the night comes just before sunrise. Nature reminds us that endings often prepare the way for new beginnings. Human life follows the same principle. Many people spend years building an identity around success, money, status, appearance, or the approval of others. When these things disappear, they feel as though they have lost themselves. But perhaps they have not lost themselves. Perhaps they have only lost everything that was never truly them. Rock bottom removes distractions. It strips away illusions. It forces us to face ourselves honestly for the first time. Although painful, this honesty becomes the first step toward genuine freedom. Chapter 2. Why rock bottom can become your greatest teacher. Pain is one of life's greatest teachers. Most people avoid suffering whenever possible. Yet comfort rarely changes a person. Comfort encourages us to remain where we are. Pain does the opposite. Pain forces us to stop. Pain makes us reflect. Pain asks questions that success never asks. When everything is going well, we rarely examine our lives deeply. We simply continue moving forward. But when life suddenly stops us, we begin asking important questions. Who am I? What truly matters? What kind of person do I want to become? What legacy will I leave behind? Why was I born? These are not ordinary questions. They are life-changing questions. Many philosophers believed that self-knowledge is the beginning of wisdom. Without hardship, many people never begin that journey. Rock bottom also teaches humility. We realize that wealth can disappear. Health can change. Relationships can end. Nothing external is guaranteed. This realization is not meant to create fear. Instead, it encourages us to build our lives upon something stronger than temporary success. Character, integrity, kindness, wisdom, compassion. These qualities cannot be taken away by circumstances. Someone may lose their career, but not their courage. Someone may lose their possessions, but not their dignity. Someone may lose everything visible while discovering everything that truly matters. The strongest people are rarely those who have never fallen. They are those who learned how to rise after falling. Chapter 3: How to Rise from Rock Bottom. Recovery does not happen overnight. Many people wait for a dramatic breakthrough, believing that one big event will solve all their problems. Life rarely works that way. Instead, transformation happens through small daily decisions. One healthy meal, one morning walk, one sincere prayer or moment of meditation, one page of a meaningful book, one honest conversation, one act of forgiveness, one step forward. These small actions may appear insignificant, but over weeks, months, and years, they completely change the direction of a person's life. Imagine climbing a mountain. Looking at the summit feels overwhelming. Looking at the next step feels possible. Life is often lived the same way. When you focus only on the future, fear grows. When you focus on today's next right step, confidence grows. Another important lesson is accepting what cannot be changed. Many people remain trapped because they continue fighting yesterday. They replay old mistakes. They regret lost opportunities. They wish the past had been different. But the past cannot be rewritten. The future can. Forgiveness also becomes essential. Forgiving others does not mean approving what happened. Forgiving yourself does not erase responsibility. Forgiveness simply releases the weight that prevents you from moving forward. Healing begins the moment we stop asking, "Why did this happen?" and start asking, "What can this experience teach me?" That single change in perspective has transformed countless lives. Chapter 4: The Beginning Hidden Inside the End. Every great story contains a moment where everything seems lost. The hero doubts themselves. The path disappears. Hope becomes difficult to find. Yet this moment is never the end. It is the turning point. Human life follows the same pattern. Many people later discover that the worst day of their lives became the day everything began to change. Losing a job inspired them to pursue meaningful work. Heartbreak taught them compassion. Failure taught them resilience. Illness reminded them to value every moment. Loss taught them gratitude. None of these experiences were desirable. Yet each carried a hidden lesson. This does not mean suffering is good. It means suffering can become meaningful. Meaning changes everything. When pain has meaning, it becomes strength. When failure has meaning, it becomes wisdom. When loss has meaning, it becomes growth. Perhaps you are reading this while standing at your own rock bottom. If so, remember this. Your current circumstances do not define your future. Your failures do not define your identity. Your darkest chapter is not your final chapter. Every sunrise begins after darkness. Every spring follows winter. Every new beginning starts with an ending. The question is not whether life will challenge you. It will. The real question is what kind of person those challenges will shape you into. Rock bottom is not the place where hope disappears. It is often the place where hope is rebuilt on a stronger foundation. Your life is not over. Your next chapter is waiting to be written. Choose courage. Choose growth. Choose hope. And take the next step forward. One step at a time. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to smash that like, subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss our weekly uploads. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.